Good evening and welcome to our Alien stream, episode 5 of the adventure Chariot of the Gods. My name is Tarjei and I will be the game moderator this evening. And before we start, I'll let the players introduce themselves and their characters.
Hi, my name is Katrina and I am playing Leah Davis, the pilot without no ship at the minute. And I think I did something stupid. We'll see.
Hello, my name is Örjan, and I'm playing the role of Cham. Currently, spacewalking. And to quote my fiancé, he's probably saying, I have fear.
I have fear.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Christian. I'm playing Carl Wright, the technician. I also believe that Leah Davis has done something foolish, and that Cham is about to die.
Oh, and this has not been sent, but your waistcoat. It 10 out of 10 there. 10 out of 10.
I know.
Across the board.
It is velvet.
Oh, be still my
Velvet
heart. Be
brocade.
still my heart.
Nice.
He knows how to dress for this. I look like a hobo Joe. Like I look like I just got up, but he looks smart as shit.
Well, okay, we were left off where that the players discovered that they would need to repair the Cronus if they were able to get out of there. And they set about doing so, splitting themselves up into teams of 2 to go do the various tasks. Now, Leah slipped away from her assigned partner, the corporate stooge from the Cronus, Miss Clayton, who currently is, well, who
MIA.
knows, and doing who knows what.
But I feel like I have a good reason. Sorry, I feel like I have a good reason. They demoted me. They demoted me.
They gave you a boring, menial
I thought
task.
you would love setting things on fire.
Yeah, but it was like, we're gonna do important stuff. You can just clean. No,
Setting
I
things
know.
on fire.
I ain't nobody
Fire
lame.
is important.
It's
Yeah, but I'm doing it my way.
You did it her
Yeah.
way.
But you didn't bring your
Shitty sidekick?
Yes.
No. I wasn't feeling it.
Yep, and she's doing some pretty sus activity going around. Meanwhile, Lara and Cham went spacewalking to fix the engines and the array along with the security officer from the Cronus, Victoria Reed. And as you've just finished your repairs, you suddenly noticed, crawling out of one of the nooks and crannies of the exterior hull of the ship, a monstrous looking thing. It looks vaguely reminiscent of the thing you saw earlier climbing out of Cooper's head, but it's definitely different. The head is beluga shaped, you can say. It looks a bit like the other one, but it's shorter. You can see the eyes have grown dark and are situated on the side of the head, like almost like someone has taken them and just drawn them back to one side. It walking on all fours with its arms absurdly long and elongated, making it stand up almost like a gorilla. Its skin is translucent grey, and it looks at you before it lunges through the vacuums of space.
So it's a
Does it matter?
cross
Kill
between
it.
a gorilla, a whale,
Kill it.
and a xenomorph.
It looks just horrible. Meanwhile, on the deck bridge of the Cronus, you have Carl Rye carefully moving electrical components from pilot station 1 to pilot station 2. Just fixing it, coming along nicely. Should have it all ready by the time Lara Cham walks back in from his little spacewalk, and from the time that Miller has found something to decontaminate the
air vents.
the
Showers.
space showers with and the air scrubbers with.
Yeah, yes, those.
And
We
as
get
we
stuff.
are now entering the final act of the game, I'm gonna give you guys a little tidbit, which is the secret agenda of your characters for the third part.
Oh, we have
before we
secret
start.
agenda.
And I'm not going to give it to you loudly. I think we're gonna do it like a debrief after we finish the adventure and
But
talk
I
about
get it. Like,
And
obviously,
we
I
can,
need to have it.
well, reveal each other's
Obviously.
agendas then.
I don't like waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Impatient? Have you met me?
Just
Have we
wait
played before?
10 little seconds. Are you
Perhaps.
You feeling impatient?
It could well be.
Are you on drugs? It's an option.
What? Why won't it let me? One moment.
No.
That being said, I do not condone
Don't.
playing role-playing games while on drugs.
Don't.
No.
Just say no, kids.
Yes.
That,
We'll go for Carl
Could you tell us
first,
sincere?
what gaming?
and then we'll go for you,
Don't do
Cham.
drugs while gaming. Sincerely. Are kids watching?
We're adulting.
My kids are. I know.
This
Not yet, but we might well be.
No,
Carl
That's
has been
enough.
half naked through the entire 2 episodes.
not yet.
Yeah, but are they tight?
No, I'm dressed now. I have a coverall.
Yeah, he's been running around his tidy whities for a long part of it. And of course, you can.
No!
These will come
Okay.
into play. You can start playing on them when it feels
I don't wanna!
natural in
Can't
the
make
game
me.
to do so. Or if so. Oh no, that's true. I
I'm
can't
waiting
make
for
you.
mine.
I really can't.
I can do that.
Because I'm impatient, right? You fucking sadist.
Yep, yours are coming last, but not least.
I do. You know what goes around comes around.
Oh, she
Ooh,
knows me so
ooh.
well.
it's funny because
So,
it's
Rex,
true.
so you got no. I'll send you all 3 of them so you can compare them. So that can come into play whenever it fits. I think some of you are already really halfway to doing this. You're thinking I'm starting to wonder what's gonna be the cause of the demise of you and the ship, the infestation or Leah Davis pyromaniac activities. I think like the jury's out on that one. It's gonna be interesting to see. Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
so back to you, Cham.
Yeah.
So you're like trembling with fear when you see this thing lunge out of the shadows.
What tools do I have on me right now?
Right now, you brought the tools you would need to do it here. You have a maintenance jack. You have what else did you have? You carry that one. You didn't have any of the bolt. You didn't have a bolt gun, no, because that's the other.
No,
one
that's
you had.
I might have a torch. But,
Yeah, you have a torch.
If I have anything I can hit with,
Yeah, you have you have a maintenance jack. That
Yeah.
was so that you
that I
grab
definitely
that
can
from the
hit
Cronus.
the
Yeah.
thing.
That you can.
So that is my plan.
Okay. Well, we'll do initiative then.
You'll do it.
I'll draw for you guys and for the monster. So you get. Well, you're first, Cham, with your NPC going second and the monster going last.
Well, I will hit it with the thing. Yes.
Well,
We'll take the thing.
roll away. It lunges towards you, so yeah.
Yeah. And that was that's a close combat -2.
Yeah.
Minus.
Yeah, well, if you, because close combat is, you use agility on that, you know,
Yeah,
or do you
agility.
use, and then it's a -2 because
No,
of
it's
the-
not. It's not. It's strength.
It's strength. I was thinking about that. It's strength, so
I
yeah, you
do
don't have
not
to,
a
yeah, so,
-2 on
nope.
that. Good to know. And I can reroll that. I can push that twice.
Yeah, if you have to, you can push it twice. Well, you should be able to hit it then. It's just hope.
I will need to push it twice. No, once.
Do you have to put it on once? Remember, that means your stress increases by another one.
Yes. That gives me 4 successes
Ooh.
and a facehugger.
Oh man. There's no luck for you, is there?
No. I do have 6 stress dice.
Yeah.
So
I'm starting to get a feeling you should talk a little bit with Leah when you get Miss Davis when you get aboard. See if she has any more of that sweet drug she pumped the others full of.
Oh, Carl loves my ass. Like he's fine and dandy. Yep. Sharing is caring.
All right. Well, you know the drill. Roll a d6 and add your current stress level.
That was the wrong button. Let me see. $12.
Ah. Well, I'm just gonna
What the hell
send
is
you a message of what you get to do.
I got a heart attack, probably.
Christian, what do you think is What's when the storyteller goes
I don't know.
Ah,
I have fear.
I'm thinking maybe he get the munchies or they need to shop.
No. They can
Don't
hug
get
it
the
out.
shot.
Hug it out.
Do I get to do this before, after, or during the fight? Do I get to hit?
No, you do it after. Actually, once again, I'm gonna allow you to do the roll. Normally, you would fail when you get but actually, it fixes better when you roll. So yeah. So you got to hit.
So the creature is coming straight for me. I did roll 4 successes.
Yeah.
So it's coming straight for me. I grab the tool. I look it straight into the eye or whatever, and
okay. You can decrease your stress level by 1. Decrease, not increase. You just scream along and you just hit it and hit it again. And I'm just gonna roll one on. And as you do, like you see that Reed just falls back down on the hull of a ship and just starts moving away, panicking away from what's happening. And you're just punching this thing, and it just you hit it and you hit it, and it doesn't look like you do too much damage to it because like it seems like its skin is sort of like an armor. But what you do have it do is hit it so hard you knock it off the hull, and unlike you, it's not wearing any form of gravity boots. So it gets in one attack unit that just claws after you as it starts drifting out into space. It just grabs after you and you just hit it and it grabs a hold of you and it slips off because you're signaling, but as it does, it just tears a big hole in your suit as it starts drifting off to space. And you like immediately are like, you're pushed back, like start air just gushing out of it, and you're like probably moving your hand is moving up by itself from the escape in the air. You can immediately decrease your oxygen level by 1, and you're gonna lose 1 for each round. But if you're holding on it, as long as you're holding it, you only gonna lose 1 every other round.
Yeah, okay, that means I have 2 rounds to get back.
Yeah.
Can I ask something? What about freeze damage?
Oh, he's gonna feel gonna cold as well.
Yeah, because I'm a sci-fi, like space.
It's decrossing it. It's gonna be cold sooner or later, but right now it's like the air rushing past them is keeping it warm because that's
okay.
But yeah,
not
once
that I don't
the air starts rushing and the air's run
out,
out, then you're gonna have a real problem.
Yeah, the biggest problem is actually not freezing, but the blood doesn't freeze immediately.
Nope.
First, it boils.
Yep. So when you run out of oxygen in there, then you're gonna have a problem.
Then I have a problem. But I start moving fast. If I can run, that's what I do.
Yeah, you can run.
I now have 2 rounds to get in before.
Yeah, you can run, but that's actually you're probably gonna have to do I'm gonna be evil to you. I'm gonna be so evil. I'm gonna have not often you have to roll in this, but I want a mobility roll from you.
Mobility you can have.
But you're no longer -2 in agility because the new panic roll you had superseded the one
Okay.
you had, so that fact nullifies. So it's an agility roll. So if you don't have mobility, you just roll your agility. But remember all the stress dice as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to have to. I need to push that.
If you don't, you just gotta gamble on getting
No,
it. If you
I'm
don't
going
push
to
it, you
push.
can gamble on not making it, but you can push it.
Yeah. Oh, it's good I did because that gave me 3 successes.
Okay.
But
yeah,
the
you're
stress
just
is back
running.
to 6.
Oh, you're just running and running, and you just throw yourself crawling in through the open hole into the cargo.
Yeah.
And as you do, you feel yourself being pushed the rest of the way in by Reed, who's
Yeah.
clearly gathered her wits, and she comes crawling back behind you, and she slams the closing hatch door, like it starts to close, and you just feel gasping for air. Your eyes running out. You can feel yourself. You feel your boil, pain, and this pressure starts equalizing, and you're just gasping from air. And when finally the air has flooded in, it's a large room, so you're gonna take quite a while. But at least you don't get boiled, your blood boiled and then frozen. But you're just completely like gasping from air when you can feel it push, and you taste that vile, stale CO2 filled air aboard the Cronus is just making it worse and making it almost, throwing up.
And then I probably almost pass out on the floor.
Yeah, you just think black spots move above your eyes and you just drift off for a while. Well, back to you, Leah Davis. You have filled your container, about a gallon's worth of highly flammable chemical that is, well, for all intents and purposes, it works as napalm.
Thank you.
And from there, where do you go?
Actually, I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna try to salvage these spore-creating monster smurfs. I look back at, before I leave, at the cargo room with the canisters.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? They're not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I go in there, pour out some of the extremely flammable napalm mother effing stuff. A little bit of a trail out. Make sure I have enough for upstairs as well.
Yeah.
Good distance. I take out my little flamethrower. I'm like,
then
bye, Felicia.
You depress the trigger and a burst of flame jets out of the flamethrower and into there. And when you hit in there, it just explodes. It just roars and spits fire out. Like, you thought you took a safe distance, but you still like back off and like count yourself happy you didn't just scorch your eyebrows off. It burns. It's just an immediate explosive fire sets off there, and it pulls back, and now it's just burning like crazy. But you're just inside the storage. You close the door. Well, as the fire in there starts raging in it, and you see the soot marks on the ceiling, on the side of the door as well. Well,
I'm like,
it burns.
I'm happy about it, and this is just one of them situations where you can't just be a follower. You have to be a doer. And I know what the dangers are. And I'm not going to F about anymore.
Yep.
I head towards the showers.
Okay. So you walk up junction 1, and you to B deck, and then you're going to walk down the corridor. As you're walking down the corridor on B deck, you suddenly hear a noise. And you stop. It comes from the corporate suite, which you're just approaching. It's like a half a meter in front of you. You could hear a sound in there.
I put down the canister of the flammable napalm a little bit further away. I take the bolt gun at the ready. And then I sneak as much as I possibly can to have a peek to see what it is.
Yep, that's no problem. Could I actually have a mobility roll for you then? Because you're
Of course you
sneaking, you're being. It's agility plus mobility.
Just need to find my dice. You said.
And remember, add any stress you might have on.
I only have one stress
Okay,
die
yeah.
at the minute.
So it's agility plus mobility.
Agility, mobility. So 7 plus 1 stress die.
Yeah.
Okay. I roll only 1 success, but nothing on the stress die.
Okay, well that's enough. You only need one success. You carefully, quietly tiptoe over to the entrance to the corporate suite and look in. You see, standing in front of the walk-in closet, which you know is not a walk-in closet, but actually is an EV escape pod.
Mm-hmm.
You see Clayton stands, and she taps in something, a code it looks like, on the console there, clearly locking the door.
I'm about to get nasty. I'll move as tactical as I can with the bolt gun. Hopefully, if she doesn't spot me, to place it in the back of her neck.
When she turns she turns a little bit before you're all the way over there, because clearly she's finished by tapping in the code for locking it. But it's like, so instead of back of your head, you end up pushing, taking a step forward and pushing the bolt gun to the side of her temple, and she's like, stops.
Hello, Mama. What are we doing?
Just checking that my little personal safety room is working.
Oh, honey, this is not your ship anymore.
Maybe not, but this is still my quarters, and this is mine. And she taps it with her hand. But of course, Miss Davis, it does hold more than one person, should the needs arise.
I actually snarl and I push it harder towards her temple. I think you have misunderstood who I am. And you're now in a very dangerous situation.
Well, it wasn't me that ran off on her own. We were supposed to be a team, but you just took off.
Right, because you're super trustworthy, aren't you? Being the one that ran away in the first place when we tried to save your ass.
Well, you wanted to blow up the ship. Just found that rather excessive.
I'm not here to debate our actions. The ship is no longer yours. These quarters are no longer yours. You have to answer to Miller.
Of course, I'll talk to her when she gets back.
So move your ass before I move it for you.
And where, pray tell, should I move my ass to?
Come on, I'm taking you back.
She straightens up, tries to steam and controls, sits and suits, massages her temple. Aside of that, where you put a gun, you can see a little brown mark. And then she starts walking, and you're guiding her back to where?
Yeah, and I pick up the thing.
Yeah. When you got back on the side, you pick up the holding it in one arm. It's heavy, but it works. But where are you? Where are you heading?
I'm taking it back to I hope I was going to say the deck, but into the
Bridge.
The bridge.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're still working there.
Yep.
And you're coming along. It's not that long. You don't need half an hour more or something like that, and pilot station should be up and running. You see now that while you were here, the command station started lighting up, showing like comm ray system is back on, so you now have the communication system on. The engines are now attached, but you still need to power it up, the engines up from the reactor room. That's the last thing that remains after you're done here. And of course, finding a way to sanitize air scrubbing unit for spores,
Since
and
I'm
then
still
clean it.
since I'm now looking at the command console, can I check what's the condition in the med labs and the science divisions? Which ones are still operating and which are?
Well, the Mad Lab and Mad destroying normal power seems to be working fine from what you can tell. You only get like status on power supply. Science Lab 2 still has functional power. Science Lab 1 is just offline. And there's like no reading power reading anything. There's actually a camera in both Sci Lab 2 and 1. In 2 it works, but it's been knocked to sides. You can't move it, so you just only get a static view from a part of the room. Whereas there's nothing from Scilab 1. That's just completely...
Okay. Which of these areas did we find all the stuff?
In Scilab 2 is where you find the key to Mother, where things were. And
Scilab
Scilab 1 was the one that Cham looked into, which he told you was just completely burned out. It was like a burnt husk of a drum in there, and the remains of a human being that's been incinerated.
Because then there were urns in the room in Scilab 2, right?
Yeah, let's see. There was certainly an urn in Mad Lab, where there also an urn in Scilab. Let me check just one little second.
I'm just trying to get an overview of the situation.
I burned a bunch.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
I don't think his motives necessarily are the same as yours.
No, my motives are very clear.
Okay, and so yeah, and there were urns in Scilab 1. That's correct, there were.
Yeah. Okay. And that's so there are urns there. So can I from the
Scilab 2, Scilab 2, the one that's intact, the one you will find.
Yeah.
That was where the pile of like bones and debris in the center of the room, and that's where you stumble about and swam in all those nodes.
Can I lock it off from here?
Yes, actually, Scilab is possible to lock from here. It's one of the few things that are actually possible to lock, like not just close, but actually lock from here.
I'll lock it.
It might be possible for someone to unlock it down there as well, but not without you noticing it at the very least.
No, I'll lock it and then get back to work.
Yeah, you lock it. Well, I'll work. Getting back to work. When Leah Davis comes trudging into the bridge, she's with Wilson, who's working funny for her, and also you kind of start getting a whiff of something. Something smells a bit.
Yeah, I set it immediately down when I come into the room.
Yeah, she sets down like a gallon jug of her water cooler. The ones on top of water coolers down. It's filled with not water. You can see that it's not water, but you don't know what it is, and it's probably where the smell comes from.
And then I'm like, Flint is medical,
Flint?
right?
Yeah, Flint is medical.
Perfect. I shoot out the knee of the lady I'm with. Clayton.
She just points the
I'm like,
bolt gun and pulls, and the bolt shatters Clayton's right knee, and she screams out of intense pain as she buckles under her, no longer giving her any sort of weight or support, and she screams out in pain.
I think it's a bit shocking.
Wilson's like, what the hell?
Calm down, Wilson. You're just a suit. Flint, you're a medic.
But he's with Flint is a medic. Yeah. Actually, you can see he's actually there because he's come back to meet you to get the flammables they needed. He's like, "Are you insane?
No.
I need a med kit. A med kit.
Go get one then. She's bleeding out."
He turns around and runs. And she's
calm.
just screaming in pain, and like
shut up! I kick her. Calm.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I haven't gone space Smurf.
Are you sure?
I'm perfect. These are individuals with a different agenda than us. I saw her doing shady shit, and so has he. If they are occupied with each other, they will not mess with our mission. Our mission is to survive this and get rid of that nasty, horrible alien shit we're dealing with.
She no longer screams in pain. She's clearly passed out.
Good.
Our mission is to secure a bonus.
Yeah.
Our mission is to profit.
I'm all about the profit, but right now I want to survive it to claim the profit. These two, I do not trust them. They endanger us. They endanger you. They endanger the captain.
But if you're going to kill Clayton, you have to kill Wilson too.
I'm not going to kill anyone.
Nobody needs to kill me. Nobody needs to kill me. I assure you, nobody, because there's no point in killing me. I'm gonna destroy all your...
Sit down!
I'm like, Wilson, nobody's talking to you. We're talking about you.
We're horrible.
I don't care. Your safety, the ship's safety, the captain's safety, it matters more. They are a liability. If they are concerned with each other, they will not mess with what we need to do to survive this. Trust me, Carl. Trust me. This is the way to go. I thought about this. I've seen what she was willing to do. She's sneaky.
Yeah,
I don't have time to debate.
She's a corporate stooge. But you're endangering our bonuses. You're endangering our profit. Be careful.
I'm not endangering anyone. I'm trying to protect us, Carl. The captain will understand this.
Flynn comes running into the bridge again, panting. He falls down on his knees in front of Wilson, and he opens up mad bag he brought. He starts taking out stuff, and he starts doing his things, finding compressor, like an auto suitor, like shit. Okay, it's shattered. Oh, great! And he starts doing his thing. Let's see what.
I reload the bolt though.
See, they can do something to help her.
Oh no! I didn't mean to murder her. I was just gonna take your knee out.
It's gonna take a little while later.
But that was my plan, to keep them busy.
Yep. So he starts putting cleaning the wound. He's putting on a compressor. He's putting on like a support bandage brace and start bandaging it. Yeah.
I know. I effed up her knee. Like I aimed for the knee. I want her immobilized.
And he's like, "Shit! Does anyone? I couldn't find any painkillers. Does anyone have any form of painkillers so she doesn't go into shock when she wakes up?" Damn it! Okay. These might help. And he pulls out like sort of some. I need some way to crush these tablets. Do anyone have it? And he starts working in.
See, he knows what he's doing. I actually Carl, you've got this, right? I can go burn some shit because danger.
Yeah, go burn the showers.
I'm going.
Yeah, and only the showers.
Oh, I burned some of them vials, so the urns with all that nastiness. I burned it, and I'll burn all of them.
Our profit. Be careful.
Of course, Carl.
You walk back down to Junction 1 again, all the way down to past all the corporate suites, plus all of this, and you walk down Junction 2 to get down to... And I climb up Junction 2 to get to the A deck, and you start pouring the chemicals all over these drains where there are these funnels again, and you start flame torching them one by one, incinerating the alien spores, and pretty much cleaning house.
I'm feeling very self-righteous at this point in time. I'm feeling very Rambo-esque. Not that she knows what this is, but I'm feeling very like, yes, die effing spore whores.
Going back to...
While she is doing this, I move over to Wilson.
Yeah, he's like sitting there half like, what is going on?
Yeah, Wilson, I'm gonna need you to hand over the logs I gave you earlier.
But I undressed and left them all in the hallway when we went. No, he wasn't with you there. Okay, he gives you logs. He's like, does the same thing. He just pulls down and gives you the log. Like,
thank you. It's all I need from you.
Why
and
are
I
you
go
scary,
back to work.
Carl? Why are you scary?
He's like, he just looks pale, like pale, like he's the one who's been losing all the blood.
Who?
Wilson. You
Yeah, just if you say Carl. but that's
Meanwhile,
not Carl.
it seems like Flynn has gotten things under control. He forces some tablets into Clayton's mouth and flushes it down with some water from, like sterilizing water from the medkit. And then he stops. Christ almighty. That lady is completely crazy. Do you know that, right? That your friend is certifiable. Now, I command her to do whatever it needs to survive. I agree with that. But that won't help if we start turning each other. That's what happened to us in the first place when it left us drifting helplessly through space. Okay? You need to get her under control before she, well, kills us all.
I think it's about time you shut the fuck up and do what you're supposed to be doing. If we're going to
Yeah, but
survive, we can't have you running off your mouth like that.
Yeah, but she ran off again, didn't she? We need to do something about the spores in the air scrubber shaft. She's got the flamethrower. She can go there and clean them out afterwards.
Yeah, you go get her and take it to the air scrubbers and you clean them out.
Can I take her to Med Bay along Med Lab and along the way? I mean, maybe afterwards we could put her in one of the polling pods and have them operate on her and fix her leg properly.
Afterwards, maybe.
Okay. Afterwards.
Leave her here for now.
Okay, I'll go and find your insane friend. But you better bother will not shoot me, okay?
Then just behave. It's not that hard.
Started to prefer being in stasis with all the animal aliens instead. And he starts walking off.
I sit down at the command station and open up my log. I do have a log, right? We all have logs. And I start writing up my last will and testament.
Okay.
Ah.
Meanwhile, Cham, you wake up, like, comes back to life and you sit up. Christ, the fuck? I thought I was gonna... Oh, Christ, you okay?
Are there any more of those?
Not that I saw, thank goodness, and I hope there isn't. Fuck.
He was on the outside.
He was on the outside and he was alive.
What the fuck was it doing on the outside? Where the fuck has it been? How did it get out?
Could it have clung on? I mean, it would have been burned up through the atmosphere. He couldn't have clung on from the planet. He couldn't have been hiding there all the way from LV1113, could it?
Apparently, it doesn't need oxygen.
Or food or anything else.
It can live in vacuum.
For close to, what did you say, how long will we sleep?
For 75 years.
Or maybe...
Is this some sort of tardigrade?
Well, I understand. Was this why all those air locks were sabotaged? Did someone know there was something out there on the hull?
Well, that actually makes sense.
Fuck, maybe they blew one out of an airlock and just shut them all off afterwards. What the fuck was it?
I don't know, it was...
And leaving them to ponder that, we'll have our first break of the evening. I think our little pilot is a bit impatient. So, quick pee break. Quick writing you're doing the fatherable thing, Carl. You're writing your last will and testament. You rest can think about that as well. And we'll see you in Bye 5.
I'm putting on my bandana.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's more scarier, this mission or your character.
It's that yo.
What do you mean her character?
She's doing what she has to do. She's doing what she has to do.
Oh no, she's like in story world, outside story world. She's the most scary one. Definitely.
I don't see any separation between Katrina and her character.
I'm following the character given. This is on cue, right, Tanya?
No,
this is
yeah,
on
sure.
cue.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm not doing
Keep
anything
telling
that...
us.
Shut up. Break.
Break.
Bye.
And welcome back from the break. And we left you, Cham, where you guys had just gotten bits about you again. You were back on board. You were awake, and you're talking about what the hell had been happening. And but at least you managed to do all the repairs, because going out again on the hull does not particularly tempt you at all.
I
Okay,
think
well,
I'll start my way up to the bridge again.
you're going up to the bridge again. Okay, so you walk through the cargo area here, and you move over towards the elevator to move up when you notice something out of the corner of your eye.
What?
That's strange. And your light goes down, and you see, leading into the elevator, you see something you haven't seen before walking in the dark.
Okay.
You see the little spots, white spots. They look old, dried, but like droplets leading to the elevator. And once you go in, it's hard to see, but because there's all the blood and shit in the elevator. But yeah, there's clearly something else like that that's gone in here as well. And when you light up inside the elevator, you see that there's some smudged white residue that's completely dried on the in the.
Do I recognize this white residue?
It looks almost like synthetic. Yeah, almost like that. It's old. I mean, it's old. It's dried. So you don't know how long it's been there. But yeah, it's also, you find it on the button for CDAC.
Did you have an android in here?
We did have an android aboard the ship.
As in past tense, or it might still be alive?
I don't know. It was left outside to, do what it could to protect the integrity of the ship.
What do you mean was left outside?
Man, we barricaded ourselves in. We left it outside to, do what it could to protect the ship.
So we might have let it inside again?
No, like outside on like not outside, but inside, like
okay.
But outside the cryogenic
outside
chamber,
cryo.
like yeah.
So it can still be roaming the halls somewhere.
Technically, I mean, I don't know how long shelf life androids have. It's been more than 70 years. But
I connect the speaker to my two crewmates and the captain. Guys, we might have an android roaming about.
You guys couldn't. You hear that perfectly, Carl. You have a bit trouble of hearing exactly what he's saying. Just to hear, we might hear because your ears are filled with the sound of burning flames and flamethrowers.
Cham, I can't hear you.
We might have an android roaming the ship. If it's still alive after 75 years, of course.
From corporate.
From corporate.
Right.
It is corporate that usually brings the droid, right? I ask my companion.
No, well, we had one amongst the ship's science crew for general maintenance of the ship and general assisting with different sort of tasks.
It's a corporate-owned droid.
Well, yes, it's a villain Yutani.
Yeah.
Cham, you see what I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
Deal with it.
See a droid, kill on sight. Or disassembly.
Wait a minute. It might have important information.
If it's been save the mainframe of it.
If it's been operating for 75 years and saw everything that happened here then, it will know if there's anything else we should worry about. Or
Well,
is there something of
it
value
should
here?
have made itself known
It should.
if it's lurking
I
about.
stop Bernie. He doesn't need arms and legs to give that information. You just need the mainframe. You need the motherboard of him.
I have no idea how androids work.
Well, their brain.
Yeah.
Call it what you like.
I have
You
no-
just need the head.
Yeah, are you sure the brain is in the head?
Well, Carl should know that, shouldn't he?
Yeah, bring me the android.
Bring in the android. Sure. Apparently, well, I'm in the elevator now, and yeah, there's a lot of blood and brains, but also what looks like droid fluid. You want me to take a look through a C deck to see if I can find it?
Please do.
Do you need any help?
No, you keep cleaning like a good maid.
I'm like, I toss the rest of the thing in the shower, like behind me. I think we're good.
I'm just messing with you.
Mm.
If there's a mess, somebody should clean it up.
Yeah.
Like a leaking droid, you think?
Yeah, bring the droid to me and we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, droid. Yeah, bring the droid. Found the droid. See that?
That's an unknown. We need to deal with it. If that he possibly be a threat. If it's corporal and they only want whatever's on this ship, they don't give a shit about us. I don't trust corporate. You know that. I've never trusted corporate.
So for the last will and testament,
Yeah.
I want to attach the files that I got from Wilson.
Yep. You
Encrypt
attach
them
to
with my brother's birth date.
Okay.
Is there any way of making sure that this is transmitted, or does it have to be? Does the shift have to arrive somewhere?
No, I mean the camera array is back up, so you can just send a broadcast out. Whether or not it's going to reach anyone is hard to say. I mean, it's deep space. A lot of things can happen to signals. They might go, they might be picked up, they might be disturbed, or they might just forever.
I set up everything I need in order for it to transmit. Can I set it for to be like an emergency? If something happens, it will be sent out.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can make it like a you can talk to mother, so you can make simple voice commands for that sort of thing. So you can set up a voice command to have it.
Voice command, and if I die,
yep,
it will be sent out. Because there might be something more I might be attached. You can get the droid.
Yep. Cham, you exit on C deck, and you come onto a catwalk that lies here, and it overlooks the vehicle bay where you came from, because there's like you're walking catwalk above. In this part of the ship, there's a catwalk above the vehicle bay, so you look down in the Daisy and its storage tanks down there. Crane is here as well on ceiling track, so you can like sort of control it from a control area. You see here as well, where you can move it along the open ways down to the vehicle deck to lift stuff. So their chains rattling back and forth, which is only a sound you can see here. You past the. You know that Leah has been in parts of the sea deck for her. So if there is someone here, you would guess it would be on the rear end of the ship, because Leah's been walking around
in the reactor area.
Yeah, like this is would be beneath the reactor. Reactor would be in the reactor area, towards the reactor area, somewhere on the left, like away from where Leah has been, or it would be around cargo bay 2, either cargo bay 2 or towards the away from the reactor at the rear. So that's one of the two places you logically think it must be.
I think I'm heading for cargo bay 2 then.
Okay, and as soon as you open the door into the hallway leading up cargo bay 2, it's a dark, long hallway, lights spring out. You suddenly see a body slumped up against the wall about halfway down here, sitting with his head towards the wall. It's a female body, and it looks surprisingly fresh.
Okay.
For having been here for 70 years. And as your light flow, you see that the blood behind it on the wall is white and not red. And it's sitting motionless towards the wall.
So that is the droid. I go towards the droid. kick it.
You kick it, and she slumps out to the side, and you can now see there's a rather messy wound to its head in the back, where you can see parts of it's exposed through the skin in here. Something has cracked its head against the wall, and it's it's just, well, it's broken essentially, but you could possibly fix it. Doesn't look like it's like permanently destroyed.
I turn on the camera and show this to my 2 crewmates. Droid. Is this the droid we're looking for?
That's the droid we're looking for.
Could you give us more information?
Does it look salvageable?
I don't know. I don't build droids.
Bring it here. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh, I can take that off my danger list then.
Well, maybe
There
after
you
we
are.
fix the droid, we can go for a pod race or something.
There you are, sir. You see Flynn standing behind you, Leah. God prefer. I was sent to get you to go to your captain, to Miller, in air scrub unit. She needs your flamethrower to, well, remove the fungi there.
Yeah. You're not really doing what I needed you to do, are you? I walk very threatening towards him.
He'll step back. What? And he'll looking at the burning things and look at the flamethrower. Like,
you see, he could have just messaged me.
yeah, but he sent me here. I don't know why you just didn't message. You gotta ask. For Christ's sake, Lily, you're insane. Call him up, and then ask him if it's not true that he sent me.
I put the bolt gun very like to my shoulder. Carl.
Yeah, Miss Davis.
Yeah, I got this sneaky little son of a gun.
Yeah, you got it in?
You sent him?
Yeah.
That defeats the purpose of what I did. I wanted them to deal with each other, so we didn't have to deal with them.
It was getting kind of crowded here. Just go fix the air scrubbers with the Captain Miller.
Yeah, and I'm taking this little space smurf back to you.
Come on, prioritize here.
And
Air scrubbers first.
Safety first. I don't trust this son of a gun. Should I trust you? No. You're sneaky. You follow the corporate down. And when you heard the alarms going, you bolted.
Because I didn't want to be on a ship that was going to explode. What would you do?
Yeah. There's no loyalty in you. I don't trust you. I'm taking him back first.
Crazy lady. She brings him back and just tosses him into the bridge for you. And then
Calm.
turns.
Not my problem. Not to deal with. Keep him here.
I look over and Flynn. I just give him a look that says, sit down, be quiet. I don't say a word. That's just my look.
He just takes the cue and sits down. And he's like,
Then I head back to Miller.
okay,
Yeah.
so you have to go up on A deck to get into the air scrubbers, and you have to walk into the maintenance shaft. You see, so you like, it's cramped. You crawl in,
Oh no.
and you come in here, and it's noisy in here. It's noisy. It's like it's machinery working. It's hard. So it's a long shaft that goes all the way down to C deck, and you know at the bottom of C deck it's covered with water and electrolytes, which would produce the oxygen. There's a lot of condensation here. It's wet now that it's working. There's actually a lot of humidity.
Oh, this is so alien.
And you're like walking into the here, and you look around and you see Miller, and it's noisy. You can hear it rattling.
Captain!
And she swings out in front of you. There you are! God damn it, I've been waiting for you for ages. I can't do anything until we get these goddamn spores of the CO2 scrubbers. You see, it's just covering all of them.
Captain. Of course, right away. Of course.
Good. And be careful, because there's a lot of electricity running through the wires and stuff, and if you don't want to exactly electrocute yourself, just be careful. I've got spare carbon filters ready, so we can start just replacing the ones that have to be replaced, and you'll see if it's burning away the fungus, and some of them might work. So go ahead.
Excellent.
And you start doing as she asks, and it doesn't take you that long with the flamethrowers to do this. But once you're done, you notice that you depleted just over half of your flamethrower fuel.
At that point, this feels tedious. I shake my little bottle. Fuck it, we're on this ship. They have more, and I pop it.
Yeah, you have one more. You have one more as well.
I'm just
you get it all off, and it's gone.
But Champ has not told us about the creature outside, has he?
No, he hasn't discussed the monster outside. No, he has not.
Thanks for that.
I completely forgotten all the droidiness.
Thank you.
Okay.
You don't need that kind of noise.
It's killed. It's been taken care of.
Okay, now I can start replacing the ones carbon filters that needs to be replaced here as well. Good. Where the hell did Flynn go? He's supposed to be here as well. He's been missing for
Captain, he's right where he needs to be. Out of our way.
Okay, good. Well, still some work needs to be done. I mean, check if Cham is done with work outside, and you need to get the reactor room up and running.
Whatever you need me to do, Captain.
I'll talk to Cham and the others about that, and I'll finish up here.
Of course, Captain.
Well, you walk up, back into the bridge, however. Cham and Reed comes in carrying one distraught android lying there.
Great.
Well, clearly it's got a head wound. You need some sort of repairs to it to get it to work, but it should be possible to repair it.
So I go online to the whole of our crew. Engines are online.
Fantastic.
The communication thingamabob is online. We encountered one xenomorph.
Damn it, man! Is it dead?
It's I sent it sailing to outer space to
A what?
find another place.
A what?
This creature.
Do we know if it can fly or something? Can we scan?
It did not have wings.
And it's too small to pick up on scanners.
And it went sailing away from the craft.
Is the engines up?
The engines are up. The communication relay is on.
Okay, we can assume that there might be more, but I've only had one so far unaccounted blip on my motion detector since I came here, so that might be it.
No, this one was outside.
Okay.
I don't know how it has survived outside, but it was stuck between something and a hard place, and it has been there for 75 years.
Okay, but the engines are up, right?
The engines are.
Everything's firing.
Everything should be firing.
The reactor should be fixed.
Everything's and the hull is tight and secured.
The hull integrity. If the hull integrity wasn't secured, then we would be dead.
I have an idea.
So what remains, as he pointed out, is getting the reactor room up and running.
Yeah. So
I have an idea. If there's more outside there, I have an idea. But we need this ship firing on all cylinders.
Davis, could you help Cham with the reactor?
Of course.
Great. I'll take care of the android and finish up here at the bridge.
Okay.
Sure.
Reactor. Next stop, reactor.
I will reload the bolt gun. Well, the bolt gun is... Yeah, I did reload it. So.
Yep.
You got any weapons there, Cham?
Is there anything up here?
But I know where there is one on the way down.
Okay. We can meet there. Where?
In the cargo.
The cargo. Meet you in the cargo.
Yeah, storage.
Storage.
Storage just in front of cargo bay 1.
Yeah, there's a boat in the storage unit.
I just came from that.
Okay. Good luck, guys. We need that reactor up and running as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And then we can get out of here and maybe even get home.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Just keep them in there. I don't trust them.
Sure.
You stop moving off to do what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You read.
Because I'm unarmed.
Reed stays with you then. I assume. With
I run as
Cham,
well.
or should you want him to stay with the Carl?
No, take Reed with you. You need backup.
Why is Carl so cool? He's making so nice. Why is he smirking?
You don't see that.
Yeah.
No.
No, I can.
Yeah.
I can take Reed with me. I need the
If we meet anything more suspicious than that, we're gonna need. And right now, we need able-bodied.
Yeah.
You need firepower. So once they leave, I lock the door behind them, or close the door behind them at least.
Okay.
For safety.
Wow.
Well, yep. Well, you two are heading towards the storage area between cargo bay 1 to meet up there to get the bolt gun. You start working on Android. It's a contact role to fix that, and you should have that, I believe, being
I do.
technician.
It's a wit plus contact.
Yeah, plus whatever stress you have.
It's not too much stress, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I enjoy stress.
Yeah.
Too much can be a problem as well. Ask Cham about that one.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh. So that's 3 successes.
oh well. Originally, it would take a full shift's work to do this. You think, but you see exactly what's the problem. Your nimble hands get at it with all instrument needed. Start plugging and start welding and start You're just gonna go faster than what you originally thought. This is you got it.
I want to use at least one of the successes to connect the Android to the main console and start down. As I managed to get it operational again, I'll start downloading as much information as possible and be attached to my last will and testament.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. And that's a sort of like a potential to do that because you can like hook it into the open circuitry of the open wound. So yeah, you start working on that. You guys meet up down there where you were at the storage area, and she shows you there's 2 bolt guns lying in here and a cutting torch and a maintenance jack.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
I put the jack in my tool belt and I take the bolt gun and some bolts.
I managed to burn some of these dirty urns with stuff, but we need to sanitize the rest of the medical area with these balls. I've done the showers are clean now.
The showers are clean. The medical, the science.
All of that needs to be sanitized, and it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, and then I step 2 steps closer to the pilot and whisper, and also, I think we need to prepare just for safety another way off the ship.
There is one.
There is one,
but it's only for 2.
Okay. Where is
it's
this?
in the suit's private quarters. As I figured, it's open and armed now.
It's open.
There is a way out.
There is a way. That's good.
It's only for 2.
You think we can move another cryo chamber in there?
No.
No? Okay.
2 souls only in that one. There might be more on ship, but I'm guessing not because it's private.
Yeah, probably.
But don't worry about that. That is last resort. We're not there yet, champ. We're not there yet at all.
Of course, but we need to have a backup plan, and we need to have a third backup plan.
I just want to sanitize this motherfucker and get it up and running. Because I know if I can get her up to speed, if there's anything oogie boogies on the outside, when I get her up, I can shake and shimmy. If anything's going on, they will be floating like little rubber duckies in the sea.
Yeah. The cryo chambers, can they keep their own atmosphere?
They did so. They did so though when the ship was out. They did so.
Yeah. So, worst case scenario, the Daisy put a cryo pod on the back of that.
But you have to rehook it, and then it's not on battery. It needs power, Cham.
Yeah, you're right.
It's very technical, and I get where you're going. And if we had the time, I'm with you on that. But I think if that happens, we have the T-minus 10 minutes countdown situation.
Yeah, but then that wouldn't be enough time. Have we checked the storage number 2?
If you ask me, the ones I burned.
No, now we're in storage number 1, and that has the bolts and
she's like there's 6 storage units like behind cargo base, front of the cargo base, and you checked all of them now for what is there.
In cargo bay.
In cargo bay, so cargo bay 2. It's just pitch black in there. You open up, lights are not coming back on, so something is clearly wrong. You channel light from a torch in there, and you can see what appears to be spare RV tires for like rover vehicles, more like all-terrain vehicles.
Yeah.
And that's all that's in here. In the other bay 1, there's lights in there. There's food stores. And these seem fine, not like the ones that have been ravaged up in mass haul. These sounds fine.
Cool. That's important.
Almost like lots like sea rations, like things packed, a lot of dry food, stuff like that.
Excellent. That's
good. We have food.
Lock it off.
Yeah, but down to the reactor.
Yep.
That online.
Yep.
Yeah. So you follow down the hallway from cargo bay 1 down to the catwalk you passed over, Cham. You follow the catwalk all the way back through the balcony. You're the only one that's been here before, Davis. So you know where you're going. So you're taking the charge. You pass through junction C2 into the hallway. Turn left. Walk to the end of the hallway and turn right, and you walk into the reactor relay control. And I'll describe the room for you, Cham, who hasn't been there before. You've been here before.
Yep.
The only lighting here comes from an open access port on the reactor relay. As you walk in, it glows a dull pale blue, casting long and deep shadows. The other light is from within the reactor, is sort of an orange tinge from warning lights. Something has torn up all the furniture in here and loose equipment, and it's sort of thrown all together, almost like it looks like sort of like a bizarre form for a nest. It's just crammed all stuff in here. And there's a lot of debris in this room as well, loose smaller debris. There's some raisin like white thing that's sprayed all over. You need to just clean stuff off, get the sticky thing off the controls, and work out to fix the controls and start operating and relay power to the engines. It shouldn't take more than like gear mechanic 3 turns of work, like 10 to 15 minutes to get everything thrown away and cleaned up and thrown out.
The white sticky thing, is that...
No, it's not the same thing you've seen. There's something else. This is more resin-like. It's sticky. It's like resin, but it's white instead.
No.
Oh, I really don't like this. Nests.
I don't like any of it.
Leah Davis, actually.
No, what? Huh?
Could I actually have a wits roll from you? And actually, you can. My observation is that an empathy roll, or is it a wits roll?
I would say wits. But then again,
Well, actually, we can use. Let's see what the rules is. I don't remember actually what observation is.
Observation is wits.
Yeah, so wits observation from you, Leah.
Wits with obviously my
Wits with your observation, so
3-5 plus stress dice, right?
yeah, plus stress there, yeah.
Oof. 1 success on the main, and then 1 6 on the stress.
6 on the stress isn't the
But I
problem.
want to push.
No, 6 on the stress isn't the problem. 6 on the stress, that's another success.
That's an
The 1
okay.
is a problem. It's a 1 you don't want on the stress.
I got a 1 on my regular dices.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. It's the stress die. You
okay.
So no, 6 are actually 2 successes then. Okay, well that means that not only do you realize that something is different from when you were here, you also realize what's different. The crumbled up spacesuit that was lying in a pile of nesting things is gone.
I feel my heart race, and I started to get a bit clammy and sweaty, and I really I let go and tighten on the bolt gun.
And you also see that Cham is stressed. You see the veins on his foreheads are pumping, and you see.
But he's working, right? He's working. I bump Reed. Reed.
Yeah. He's standing guard with shotgun in the hand, guarding the entrance.
Reed,
what?
You've done this before. Come on now, you've done this before. We're going to make it. You've done this before.
I've seen some shit, yeah. Yeah, and what you're thinking about, what?
Yeah, on this ship. Something's different, and there's something has moved. I think we have another possible creature situation.
Oh, Christ.
Shit don't move if there's no one here.
That's true.
You need to tell me as much as you possibly can about them, this situation.
Well, like I said to Cham earlier, after we took off, one of these things that you saw burst from poor Cooper. This is one of the realized we had part of the crew had been affected. Fortunately, Cooper and Flynn managed to design the antidote we took, but it wasn't in time. At least one burst from another poor bastard, and we fought that. And people just lost their shits after a while. I mean, after on the second day, people were so full of fear and paranoia that some people just started fighting and just going completely crazy at each other.
Okay, read. So we're possibly looking at one or more of them creeps.
Could be. If you think something's moving in, it could be one of those things.
Yeah.
And we killed one. We killed one for sure.
That was on the outside.
No, no. But before we went to cryo sleep, we killed one for sure. We stopped one. We stopped one from being born by burning before it could emerge.
Okay, good. Burning. I tap for each other. Burning is good. All right. Just you keep.
But if something could survive for 70 years on the south side of the ship, something sure as shit could have survived in here for 70 years.
That's what I'm saying. Just keep your eyes open. We need.
I will.
This reactor going.
I will. You start. You're working. You're cleaning it out, throwing stuff away, getting things done, clean up, Cham. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna take you about 15 minutes total. Meanwhile, on the bridge,
you're working intensely.
You're working and. Hello? The Ender speaks. Soft female voice. Where happened?
You're at the bridge. What happened? Exactly. Tell me, what happened?
I was attacked.
By what?
Unknown. A xenomorph. It crushed my head against the wall. You must have repaired me. Oh. I appear to be connected to the mainframe of the ship. Interesting. Hi. I'm Ava.
I'm Carl. What happened to this? Don't shake your hand. I'm too.
She holds it out and she takes it back.
I'm too kind of
Pass it
messed up. Yeah, I just need to get the information. I need to know what's going on, what happened. Everything else is inconsequential right now. Anything that might help us survive or profit.
You ask a lot. Would you care to be more specific about what you would like to know more
What happened
about?
to the crew after you left LV1113? That's it, right?
The Draconis 26 strain had infected parts of the crew, resulting in the genetic materials, I believe, being recoded and an alien life form being born inside the host. The fungal matter from that spores that release clearly banded together inside you and gross, well, a parasitic life form that then emerges, violently killing the host. We fought against it and tried to destroy it, but it was clear that most of the crew were probably already infected. That is why they started working on a cure. Or not a cure per se, more a vaccine, can you say. Something that would prevent you from being infected, or at least, and also arresting and preventing the illness to progress. The crew were in danger, so I let myself be locked out here on the ship to try to keep it going, to try to keep power up and to ensure that the cryo chambers were protected. I did what I could to protect the crew. I'm afraid I couldn't do enough to protect them all.
How many creatures are there right now? Do you know?
No, I do not know.
Does the vaccine
I know that
work?
the crew destroyed at least one before going into cryogenic sleep. I also know that there are some differences here. Okay, so you guys are back down there, are now working, you're getting things done, and you're hooking up the power to the main engine. You're relaying the power to the main engines again. And once that is done, the ship will be able to fly, will be able to go into hyperspeed.
Yes!
And you'll be able to go, to move off the drifting course that you've been drifting on for, well, some of us you got on. So you flip that, relay the power to the engines, and you feel the ship. You can actually feel it, power surging in, and the engines flaring up.
Oh,
Kicking
that
off.
is the sweetest music on the planet, Cham.
I love that sound.
And like deep breath, yes. No, just all you need is for the air scrubbers to be finally completed, and well, Bob's your uncle.
You've scorched the scrubbers?
Yes, ma'am.
You see,
Sir.
You see, says Eva. What they found on LV1113 were alien artifacts, or more precisely, alien bioweaponry. Bioweaponry that works by remapping and recoding the target host's DNA, creating viral mutations from the fungal spores you have been seeing growing around the ship that then can infect hosts and turn them essentially into monsters that attack and kill anything else livingly. It's highly contagious.
And
it's clear that these things were not created by humans.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking clear.
And also that the planet was not whoever created this thing's home world. No, it must have been either an outpost or perhaps some sort of station or something like that.
I look up at Wilson. Are you getting this, Wilson?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
How much is this worth to corporate?
I don't know. A lot.
How much?
I'm not authorized to get on the phone, but I mean, they were willing to blow up the Montero. You can do the maths. We're talking billions, I guess, in potential
And what will your report say?
bioweaponry.
What will your report say about what happened here?
That you followed company policy and secured it and were instrumental of bringing it back.
Yes. We're getting our share, no matter what.
Yes, you're getting your share.
Good. That's a good way to stay alive, Wilson. That's a very good way to stay alive. I'm sweating. I'm pretty fucking intense right now.
He's like he seems completely broken. He's just monotonely droning away at Lance's like he seems like he's given up all agency, like completely giving up. Right now though, you see that the command station, the pilot station, lights up. Power is back on the engines. They've done it. You are now operational.
Bob's your Uncle
And
Cham.
Mother 2000
Zero.
comes on. Power returns to engines. Course set and locked for Earth.
Okay.
Initiating hyperspeed.
Hey, whoa! Do we hear this?
No, only once on bridge we hear that.
Wait. Okay.
I go on comm to my compadres. Hello? Great work. I see the engines are on.
Awesome call.
Yeah, we're going into hyperspace now.
No,
So,
wait,
but we probably
no.
still need the scrubbers fixed.
No, stop, Mother. No. No. Override. Cap Miller.
You're trying to hail Miller.
Miller.
No answer.
Carl, no. We need to clean this.
I can't override Mother.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
We're
You had the access code. They gave me. They gave you the override code. We got the override code. Mother. I hate Mother.
Yeah, you give him the. John's like, yeah, the override code. Yeah. I'll try it. He runs over and start tapping in the override code on the console. No, there's no answer from Miller. As you do this, for instance, look, right? Clayton needs to go to med lab. She needs more than a med kit. Can I take her to med lab, please? I mean, she's going to die if she doesn't get any more medical attention. That's simple. You're asking Wilson about getting a share. I'm sure that I don't give a shit about that. You can have my share. I don't want any money, but I'd rather not have any more people die. She needs medical attention.
But she is a threat.
She can't even walk and she's passed out. I mean, she destroyed her knee. It's not like she's going to run off. And crawl off, maybe, but it shouldn't be too bloody hard to find her. She'd probably leave a track of blood.
Who are a part of these conversations?
Are we?
This going on
No, he's not actually transmitting that, so that's you're on comms.
She's
He's
still
not
got
talking to
fucking
comm.
fingers.
I'm not sure.
I really don't think these override codes are doing anything, says John. I mean, she doesn't accept them. I mean, I can use them to basically get it done things that what needs to be done on a ship, but I can't seem to be allowed into anything to do but a course. It seems locked on Earth.
I get that message. Who gets that message?
No, he says it to Carl, and because he hasn't got comms. Like John doesn't have comms. And Ava says, sitting there, the spores are highly contagious. If they reach Earth, time from initial infection to Earth is completely ravaged. Will not be long. you've seen how it works. You saw what it has done to this ship. I would not advise bringing it back to Earth. Even with the vaccine. Especially with the vaccines
We don't get any of this.
unstable. It is.
No,
you're
we're
not
going to have a conversation.
Not especially given the instability, unstableness of the vaccine.
What unstableness?
It seems that the vaccine has the potential for some rather unfortunate side effects. You see,
Like what?
well, the way the vaccine works is that it recodes the DNA to be able to target the infective spores and neutralize them. It seems that in some cases, the recoding doesn't stop, but instead kicks into overdrive, completely rewriting the patient's DNA, transforming them, if you like.
We don't hear this.
No.
I said,
And okay, I'm just taking her to Madlam because she's going to die. If not, you can do whatever you need to do. Me, I'm
no,
dragging
you
her off.
don't.
He starts.
I'm sitting on the floor with a rifle. I point the rifle at her. You're not going anywhere
Not him.
right now.
Okay,
Alright,
she's
Timmy.
bleeding out.
Did you hear what she said? The vaccine is unstable. That means that whatever it is going to happen to us, we're all fucked. Shoot!
And screams come from behind you as something grabs you and throws you across the room.
Ah!
And we'll end there.
Oh my god!
Why?
I pissed my pants.
What has to be done?
I'm pissing my pants. I need to. Cham, we need to talk.
Yeah.
I need to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Well, at this moment, you're blissfully unaware, fortunately.
God damn.
This is so bad.
This is so bad.
Well, thank you to my players, and thank you
Bye,
for
Carl!
your watching.
Bye, Carl!
Nice knowing you.
I hope we had fun. And this was the 5th episode.
Please love us.
Not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to say that the next time, the 6th, will be the final episode and the end of the story. So please join us then and see how it
Join
goes.
us
Yeah.
for a funeral.
And that also means after episode 6, there will be a behind the screen episode where you, as always, can ask anything. If you have questions for any of the regulars, or if you have questions for Christian.
But both with the role play or with the role playing games, or also we'll be discussing the different various agendas that the players have been given in secret and see how that works.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we will not be giving any time to Hello Kitty or pandas.
No.
Did you hear that, Christian?
Yeah, those
Did
are
you
off the
hear
table.
it?
Yeah, well,
Did you?
you'll try to avoid. Please ask questions about pandas and Hello Kitty.
Oh my gosh! I love pandas though.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, until next time, please share, comment, like, and subscribe. We do this as a labor of love, and we really appreciate you guys watching. So,
Yeah.
until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye!
I'm on!